Hi Scorpio, this is your October 2018 reading. If you have your ascendant, sun or moon or even Venus in Scorpio, this is the relevant reading for you. This is my astrological horoscope as well because I'm a Scorpio ascendant myself. If I have to describe the month of October in one word, I would call it a power month because that's exactly what it is for us. And the power, the sheer power in our sign that we'll feel over the course of this month will only grow as the month progresses. There are four key aspects in my view for this month which will affect different degrees or different date born Scorpios in a different way. I'll talk about each one of them as a summary to the reading, and then we can get into the detailed dates and what energies are available on which date. I'll leave a timestamp as usual so you can come back during the course of the month to access specific dates and see what's happening on that day and how to best utilize the energy of that day. So, the key aspects of this month, the first one is our traditional ruler Pluto going direct, and that has just happened at the end of the month of October. Pluto rules power. Pluto is all about sheer power. It's about power and control. And in Capricorn, it's all about power and control in our professional life, in our destiny in the world. What are we known in the world for? When Pluto goes direct, when such a slow moving planet is just taking a turn, it has been retrograde or appear to move backward since 22nd of April. So we feel all this being in power and control internally, but the external manifestation of that is limited. When it goes direct, you start feeling that you are more in control of your professional destiny. That is very strong over the course of first 2 weeks, especially because Pluto will be making aspects to both Mercury and Sun during the first 2 weeks of the month. So this is happening at about 18 to 19 degree of Scorpio. So this power and control and feeling that you have the manifestation power in your commercial world, in your professional world will be very, very strong if you have planets between about 16 to 20 degree of Scorpio. Or if you're born between 8th to 12th of November, if you have a Scorpio sun. All of us will feel that, but this is very, very relevant for 16 to 20 degree Scorpio and 8 to 12th November born Scorpios. Jupiter and Pluto were making a sextile. I talked about it in the September reading. That was their last meeting, but that is still available. That sextile is still available during especially the first few days of the month to us. It's a very beneficial aspect, and again benefits the 16 to 20 degree Scorpio or the 8 to 12th November born especially, but for all of us. Just to review what Jupiter and Pluto were supposed to bring to us last month was an opportunity. Was an opportunity to be more in control of our professional destiny. Now last month, because Pluto was retrograde, you might not have felt the external transformation of it or just the power to go after that opportunity which was shown to you. This month you'll feel that power, you'll feel that energy inside you that I can do it. If for example a co-worker or a boss presented a job opportunity to you, or you saw that there is something that you would like to do, you did not go after that last month. This month you decide, no, I am fully capable of going after it and I'll do it. This is especially during the first 2 weeks. You should be lookout for that because this is a sextile. It's not a trine. There's a minor difference between sextile and trine. Here you need to take this first step. You do need to initiate an action to realize this gift. So think about it. Think about the last month, especially during the Virgo new moon, during the initial part of the month of September, sorry. What was presented to you? What came to your consciousness in terms of a professional opportunity? You will feel enough power. Your words have enough power. Your communication skills are gifted by Pluto right now. So your words have power. Your brain, your thought process has the power and the acuteness to go after a professional opportunity. I would take that step during the first 2 weeks of the month. Even though Venus is retrograde right now, but initiating a few steps towards that is very, very recommended. And you'll feel this on around 3rd of October when Mercury and Pluto are squaring each other. You'll feel this itch in your mind that why didn't I go after that at the time? You'll feel this motivation come through during the course of first week itself, in my view. Second aspect which is coloring this month is Venus retrograde. I talk about it in detail in a separate video because I didn't want to take up the whole of this video talking about Venus retrograde. A lot of readers have done that, and I respect that. This is the most important aspect probably affecting Scorpios because Venus is going retrograde in your sign during the course of October, but there's a lot more to talk beyond that. So I would highly request and recommend that you go over that video. I spent a lot of time in creating the content for it. I had also created a general review, a second video which talks about the do's and the don'ts of Venus retrograde and up until December how it will pan out for us, for all of us, and then go into individual sign. Timestamps are available of course for that video, so you can look at the specific parts of it. But just as an overview, Venus is going retrograde on 5th of October, and it will remain retrograde till 16th of November. Venus is the planet which rules our heart chakra. It vibrates in fifth harmonic with Earth, so it affects our emotions, it affects our relationship, it affects how we feel about the things we love and value. So what brings us joy, what brings us love? Our relationships, our creativity, how we look, beauty, our money, our possessions. What is of true value to us or what is not comes under re-evaluation when Venus goes retrograde. We start rethinking, do I really need this in my closet or not? Do I really need this person in my life or not? Do I really love this job or not? All of those questions would already be coming to your mind because Venus has been in your sign since last month. And when Venus is in your sign, the depth that Venus is given is immense because you're a sign of depth. You don't stay on the surface, you go skin deep. You want to figure out what is truly there. What is truly there? Is this relationship truly fulfilling? Is this job truly fulfilling? Is that person truly there for me, or we are just staying together and not really fulfilling each other? There's no superficiality when a planet is in your sign. It's a very powerful regeneration of our relationships, especially because Venus for you rules all your relationships. It could be friendships, it could be the committed relationships that you are in. You start reviewing whether you like it or you don't. You will feel the power and the focus and the determination to take a call. If you have been sitting on the fence on anything, you usually don't sit on a fence because you are the sign who's determined to find one way to go. You are a all or nothing sign. I am too. So we decide whether this is for us or it's not. And this is the month, especially at the end of the month, you would take a call on one or the other relationships, whether to go further into depth with it or let it go. This is also about how you present yourself to the world because Venus is in your sign. So how do I come across to the world? What are my goals? What do I present? What am I supposed to be in the world? You're questioning that, your position in the world. What I am doing, is that truly fulfilling my destiny or not? So you're trying to find your place, and this could mean from my style, how do I dress up, to what do I do, what are my goals in life, and you'll take a call on that as well. Before your new moon in November, exactly on 7th of November, you would want to take a call either ways because you want to have a authentic new start in November. Jupiter is also there in your sign, so it's about self-knowledge. So this is a month very much about self-improvement, self-knowledge. Venus in your sign, staying for an extended period of time till December, is about self-love. It's about taking care of yourself. It's about not compromising your needs to just to make somebody else happy. You are ready to live a authentic life at any cost right now. And you'll feel that around you. You'll see that people are doing that as well. People are reviewing their relationships. They're speaking their truth. When Venus is in your sign, people in relationships speak their truth. There is no hiding behind any shades. People start talking about the things they have not talked for ages. Things start coming out in the media which have been hidden for ages. You're seeing that in terms of some of the scandals which are coming out in public as well. It's about not being afraid in washing your dirty laundry in public, from a global perspective. But from your perspective, you're not afraid of going towards talking about tough topics at this stage. Don't take a large call on Venus related items during this month while it's retrograde. It's a review exercise, it's not an action month. So it's not about buying a new wardrobe. It's because I don't like my old one. It is not about changing your looks completely. It is not about changing your relationship. Means you just met a person and I want to get married to him. It's not about I have a relationship for 20 years, I want to break up right now. Wait till November when the energy is a bit more calm. Use this in depth because you're carrying a microscope right now, looking at every fault in every relationship and everything that you have, figuring out whether this is for me or not. Use this for the review exercise, not for execution. This is especially affecting October born Scorpio, so 0 to 12 degree. If you have any planets between 0 to 12 degree Scorpio, or if you're a Scorpio sun born in October, this will very majorly affect you during the month of October. Apart from the third aspect that is affecting again October born Scorpio most, is that Mars, your new ruler, your current ruler, is squaring you, squaring the October born. It's now moving direct, but it's squaring you. Square is a hard aspect, it incites us into action. So the October born Scorpios who are also going through this relationship review will feel conflicts, will feel the surge of energy inside them to do something. And this is happening in a time when your relationships are undergoing review. Retrogrades bring old relationship, old patterns to light. So you'll be having maybe exes coming through, old relationships coming through, old conflicts coming to life again, which you thought you had given up. So those might come up and you feel this conflicting energy quite live if you have if you're October born, but you're incited into taking some sort of action during this time. As I said, don't take a over the top call right now, but it is a very good time to renegotiate your contract of your relationship, of your business partnership, of how much are you paid by your employer. It's a very, because you feel in power, you are realizing your true value. Venus is about value. Am I truly valued by myself and others or not? Similarly, Pluto is giving you the internal energy that yes, I have control over my destiny, about realizing my destiny. So you ask for what you deserve, but at the same time this could be coming through with a conflict and you want to avoid going towards the lower energy, lower side of the energy. Stay at the higher plane. Don't get involved in petty fights during this time, because when Venus goes retrograde, relationships are going haywire. It's not a stable energy, especially during the first week of October. The energy is all about conflict during that time when Mercury and Pluto are conflicting with each other as well. So stay at the high road, but take the requisite review exercise during this time to get truly what you deserve in your relationship and in your finances, especially if you're October born. The fourth aspect that is affecting Scorpios is Jupiter is in your sign for the last month. Jupiter has been in Scorpio since last year, end of last year. It has spent almost a year in it. This is the last month Jupiter is in Scorpio. It will go out of Scorpio on 12th of November. Jupiter is supposed to be the planet of expansion, luck, knowledge. It is the most beneficial planet, and when it comes in a sign, it initiates a 12-year cycle of luck and prosperity. Everybody who's a Scorpio that I know and I interact with, they have told us Jupiter has not given us what it should have. I did not get the luck I deserved that was promised to me by Jupiter in Scorpio. I have been talking about it for the last 3 or 4 months that Jupiter in Scorpio does not behave in the way a normal Jupiter does. It's very much covered by the sign. It's very much colored by the sign it transits. So it has a color of Scorpio. What does that mean? It is regenerative. It is about self knowledge. It is about realizing what you want. And then when Jupiter moves in Sagittarius next month, that's when the material manifestation of it starts coming. Jupiter gives its gifts when it is in the sign of Scorpio at the end of it, not at the start of that cycle. So you will experience some of that gifts come through during the month of October, especially after 6th of October, 6th or 7th, when Jupiter will be expanding new degrees during this time. So 22 degree to 30 degree Scorpio, or if you're born between 14 to 22nd November born, you will experience this very, very strongly in terms of blessings coming your way, opportunities coming your way. As I said, Jupiter is also sextiling Pluto, so the opportunities that were missed out previously suddenly coming in very new, refined way in front of you to take advantage of will be coming through for you. This is Jupiter rules your money sector, so the opportunities that will be coming during the course of October and November to you will be in monetary sector. So as I suggested earlier, be on lookout for that, but especially for the 22nd to 30 degree Scorpio, 14 to 22nd born November born Scorpio, this is the most relevant aspect for you.